Look, I think the most important thing about running a company is to remember all the time what a company is. A company is simply a group of people, and as a leader of people, you have to be a great listener, you have to be a great motivator, you have to be very good at praising and looking for the best in people. People are no different from flowers. If you water flowers, they flourish. If you praise people, they flourish, and that's a critical attribute of a leader.
Being a better human is such a key part of being a great leader, and learning to evolve and celebrate both successes and failures can only strengthen our leadership. A great leader leads the people from within rather than above. The inspiration and teachings a leader provides are what show others the right path to a life of purpose. We all assume that great leaders are great speakers. Well, yes and no. Great leaders are actually amazing listeners first. Listening is such an underrated skill, especially because there is an assumption that the best thing we can do to help others is offering advice, which Sir Branson quoted, "Listen, take the best, leave the rest." Sir Richard Branson is the perfect example of an individual who never let his limitation stop him from getting what he wants. Having dropped out of school at only 16 years old, he already knew that being an entrepreneur is the right life for him. He started up with an idea and with an ultimate goal, just to earn money, and built his first business venture that was a magazine called Student, and opened a chain of record stores, which is the Virgin Records, later known as the Virgin Megastores. Sir Branson has a decades of experience in the fields of business and life. One lesson I've learned from Sir Richard Branson is to enjoy what you do. If you want to be successful at anything, enjoy doing it. As the saying goes by, if you want to accomplish great things, you must love what you do. This is somewhat similar of enjoying what you do. This is the same for business. Sir Richard Branson taught us that if you enjoy doing business, then you will become better at it. This makes you even more successful in your enterprises. I would relate this into my life. This is the time when I shifted from my course, because that time I could felt that this is not for me and I am not enjoying it anymore. So I shifted from another course to have peace of mind, and I did not regret from it. Take steps to do this, and you will be immensely grateful to yourself in the long run. Sir Richard Branson once said, "If you want to stand out from the crowd, give people a reason not to forget you." Well, Sir Richard Branson clearly follows his own advice, and this had led him to a successful and passionate life. We all heard the famous phrase, "Luck is what happens when opportunity meets preparation." According to Sir Richard Branson, learn from failure. If you are an entrepreneur and your first venture wasn't a success, welcome to the club. Making great decisions, the most important part of being a leader. Over time, Sir Branson had a complicated relationship with decision making that he even experienced unsuccessful businesses. Yet, without those experiments, Sir Branson would have not learned a valuable lesson that there's no secret formula for making a correct call every single time. If I would relate this into my life, I can say that I have a lot of times where I felt I'm failing before and even now. There are always going to be a momentary struggles where you felt like you want to give up. But you have to push through those and keep on working. Sir Branson once said, I think I'm reasonably good at dealing with failure and not letting it get me down for more than an hour or two, as long as I put everything I can into avoiding it. After years of getting it mostly right but sometimes wrong, he came to the conclusion that the best decisions usually take time. And lastly, I've learned that you can't run a business without taking risk. The business world is filled with risk, and you can't go through life not taking a single one. Otherwise, you'll get nowhere near where you want to be. It's incredibly difficult to be able to achieve success when you're playing it safe at all the time. If I could relate this into my life, I'm a person who's afraid to take risks because of what ifs in life. One of Sir Richard Branson's favorite quote is, "The brave may not live forever, but the cautious do not live at all." It's a very important quote, not just in business, but in life in general. Sure, risk may not pay off. You may fail, but failure is the path to success.